holy shit, but if I just spend a quid, it really won't matter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, back for another Transformation review thingy. Thank you, everybody who has sent in concerns and well wishes about my back, my spine. It's okay, it's fine. It's only a matter of time before it gets fixed, and it'll be sorted, and everything will be right with the world. So Transformers are many things, lots of things. Thinking about this today, and they are wonderful. First of all, they are wonderful. The best thing that could ever be done with plastic, in my opinion, in my humble. Is that better? Doesn't matter. They're often sexy. They're often brightly colored. They're sometimes, very rarely, thankfully, really shit, and even rarely, even more rare, excuse me, they are weird. In this case here, for example, you have a bunny rabbit, and then you've got a hat, fucking hat, which is the new one, a cap, and you've a trainer, footwear, whatever. And you've got a toaster, ejector, you know who you are. And what's the other weird thing? Well, the penguin, I suppose, break is a little weird in that, you know, it just, have you seen that robot? That's so silly. But this is an officially licensed product sent to me. Now, no one but Buster Brenton could be responsible for this. And yes, you have guessed right. This would never have made its way into my collection other than that wonderful ringmaster of the ridiculous, Buster Brenton. And indeed, this is now very, very cherished in my collection because it is the most ridiculous thing that I own. Brenton, thank you very much. It's Gary Robokun. Gary, an officially licensed Takara product, which is even weirder. So he turns into this blue ice lolly, or ice pop as I call it back home, or soda pop you might call it. What flavor is it? It's bleach flavor. Look at it. It's just the oddest thing. It transforms, and it transforms. Wow, this thing transforms. Watch as I transform this soda pop, lollipop, ice pop, whatever you like, into. It's an odd amalgamation of I suppose it's kind of Ice Lolly and Optimus Prime, as you can see from what's going on there. But here's a funky thing about this. A lot of what is soda pop, ice lolly, what's the other one? Ice lolly, ice pop, soda pop. A lot of what is that blue, bleachy looking plastic gets folded away, right? And it kind of disappears. This is what's so cool about it. Where's this little pop? You turn around the back and there's this tiny little pop. And I'll show you this in a second. Buster Brenton, you are a wonderful, wonderful man. And I strongly suspect that you might be clinically mental. Let's transform him like this and be good. It's nice plastic. It's good old thick, strange plastic. Don't have any complaints about that. I don't have any complaints about him at all. How can you complain about a bot that transforms into a soda pop? You can't. This little bit foxes me now and again. Of course, there's a gold one. I don't care for gold Transformers. I don't get gold Transformers because you can't transform them and you can't play with them. So they're a little bit redundant. Look at this. This is so cool. Look at this flap. Watch this. It folds all the way in like that. It's so neat. Gets rid of everything. It's a nice, effective little bit of transformation. So we're almost there. I can't believe I'm showing you this crazy thing. Oh my god. This is apparently is the Gary mascot, who's this guy with a big mouth, and it's so silly. I've taken this bit off, and this actually transforms further into a shield and a, what do you think? It's a sword. How cool is that? So he can hold his sword and his shield, or this can store on his back. But what I like to do is I like to give him his little ice lolly, which goes inside. So you can store this stuff on his back, and you can have him hold his little ice lolly here. Look at it, it's so cute. And his head moves, and you know what? The top of his head moves. And he clicks. You know, he is lovely. And it does, he looks like Optimus Prime, and he looks like an ice lolly, and he looks like a bottle of bleach. And he looks like a very odd experiment that has happened in some psychiatric hospital somewhere along the way. But you know what? The world is a better place for this weird fucker. Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brimstone. I've done a little bit of painting on him tonight. But I got him at auto assembly, which is odd. Do you know what? I'm holding this guy in my hand, and I know I've got a bot in my hand. Got him at auto assembly. I should have got him long before. I just never got round to it. It was one of the last few Cybertron molds that I need to get. I think I've 2 more molds I need to get. I need to get it's a Cannonball he's called, and then I need to set a leader one. Thunderblast Brush Guard. Why was I going to say that? It's an odd name, isn't it? Brush Guard. So it's like some kind of product, some JML product to stop you from getting toast crumbs on your tie. Brush Guard, new from JML. This is Brimstone, and he's lovely. He is, I suppose, a pterodactyl. I suppose as close as I can get. Let me give you a little bit of BG, ladies and gentlemen. Not enough to do you any harm. We're going there. Brimstone is a Jungle Planet Decepticon from the Cybertron portion of the Unicron trilogy continuity. Brimstone isn't much for thinking. He's more comfortable taking orders from his leader Scourge, but when left on his own would rather simply follow Undermine's lead. You know who Undermine is, don't you? Yes. He really enjoys his position as one of Scourge's right claw mechs. Right claw mechs, very nice. Since it gives him an unrivaled opportunity to beat people up without reprisal. The only thing about Brimstone's brain is good for playing Praxis Fold'em. I'm not gonna hit that link. He and Undermine typically play during quiet nights in the jungle temple with chores as the high stakes. Oh, bless I'm resisting one of these bad boys. Nah, too late. But it's a lovely bit of plastic. Doesn't need any paintwork done to it, but I've done it anyway. There aren't very many Brimstones in the Transformers continuity. Not as many as Optimus Primes or Megatrons, certainly. And it's a very, very nice bot. Why do I like it? It's a beast. It's techno-organic. Clearly, it is techno-organic. And it is a winged beast. All the reasons why I like it. Cybertron is another reason. I like Cybertron bots. Good plastic. Another reason why I like it. There's lots of reasons to like this guy. Look at him nice and close up. And he has a very, very nice gimmick. The bot's very, very well hidden. You can see what these may be arms or feet, certainly. Excuse me. And where's his other arm? Where's his other foot? Or rather, this is going to be a foot. And this thing folded up to the rear. His tail is also going to be a foot. You can see when you look at the top, there's a head thing there. But I don't mind it at all. I think it looks really good. Like this bot a lot. What are the gimmicks in this mode? There's a little bit of head movement. Yeah, not too bad. A little bit of beak, lower jaw action here. I should have painted these guys silver, shouldn't I? And I will do. The wings will flap, but unfortunately, when his wings flap, his his legs do too. Oh, which does look very odd. So let's just have him, shall we? Let's just have him glide. He's much happier if you do that. Now you can deploy the gimmick here, and I will show you the gimmick. Cyberplanet key as per. What happens? Stick it in the back here. Look at this shit here, ladies and gentlemen. That's nice. You see this stuff? These things pop forward, and I really, really like these. I do like this bot so very much. One of the last deluxes I have had to get. 2 more deluxes. I think I've got all the other molds. I'm pretty sure I do. Transformation is a joy in this guy. Let me just show you this. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, his leg popped off. It's not to worry. It's probably just because I've been painting it. Not because it's want to pop off, because I haven't noticed that before. And what happens here is nice. This, which is the front of his beak, falls down and makes the entirety of his foot, including the heel, and then his tail falls down, and we also get the heel and the toe. His head, you just pop it up like that. Very, very nice. Arms, you just kind of fix them as to whatever way you like them. I think we're going to do that, and looking good. He is posable. He does look good. He is a very, very nice little bot. Look at this bad boy. Very nice little thing. Now, you can see he's got these wings held above him, and I don't mind this because it's in the grand spirit of kind of your oh dear, the big bot. Where is he? I have to look at him to remember his name. Depth charge. I'm trying to think of his name. So silly. Oh, but any bot that has kind of sexy wings stuck in a nice place and in bot mode, Pro, Little Transmetal 2 Pro. I could go on. Really, really like this formation of the wings. He is poseable. He does pose really well. There is a slight problem, if it's a problem at all. When you go to pose his arm, his wing's just going to move automatically as well. But all that means is that when you move the wing, the arm moves, which is kind of a double-edged sword. No, double-edged sword, that's not what I mean. I like what's going on here. You can see that I've added some detail. I've added the red on the arm and on the leg here, and I've picked out some of the detail, done a little bit of dry brush in there, and I just think it makes it look a little bit better. Love little Brimstone. There's another little Brimstone who's a Minicon, the little red and orange dragon, and I really like that. So I've wanted this bot for a very long time. Very pleased to get him. Look at this shit again here. Look at that. That's nice. He is a nice thing. Very, very nice thing. Very pleased to get him in auto assembly. If you get a chance to pick him up, I would recommend doing it because he's not going to be around for much longer, especially this kind of quality of plastic. Give him a little paint, just a little paint, because there's an awful lot of yellow on these legs without adding a little paint. Let me see if I give you a little bit of a close-up. If you can see, yep, you can see that I've done the dry brushing along the side. A little bit more red on the arms, just kind of takes away some of the yellow, because like I said, there was an awful lot of yellow in this guy. Very, very nice bot. I like to keep him in his pterodactyl, cyber organic pterodactyl mode. Very, very nice thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray with Brimstone. Good night.
Now that's what